Essendon by 6, 9-9 to the Sydney Swans, 8-9 as the boundary umpire throws the ball in. Stafford and Somerville leap high. The tap comes from Somerville down to Kelly. Couldn't kick the ball. He was taken away from it. It's the Swans in possession. Now it's back to Somerville from Essendon. Hand passes over to Mazidi, but the ball will find over the boundary line. It beats Mazidi into touch and over the boundary line, so the umpire will throw the ball in.
Yeah, Joe Mazidi there should have been treating that boundary line as a precipice. Here's the umpire, the boundary umpire, chucking it on the inside. Essendon get the advantage. Now it's hit down and the Swans have it through Kelly again. He's a great player, Kelly.
Then Stafford, he gets a foot to it now and sockers it along the ground. It's over towards the centre wing position, western side of the field now, and it's been held, so it'll be a ball up from the umpire now. The score repeating here is Essendon 9-9-63, leading the Sydney Swans 8-9-57, and now the umpire about to ball it up. Here it goes, in that same position, centre wing, western side of the field, up it goes. Stafford there with Somerville. The ball is tapped down by Essendon, came back away, Swans with it now. The ball's on the deck, trying to get it between his legs, Kevin Dyson. Again, oh, that should have been held. The ball comes back to Stafford. He kicks downfield now, going up for it. I think you'll find, no, it's been lost by the Swans. Now Lockett goes across field for it. Big pluggers there, tries to sock it, had an air swing. The ball came back away. Alicini has the ball now. There's a player down in back play. Tell you about it later. I think it may in fact be Michael O'Loughlin. Now the ball with Essendon. The mark's been awarded to Essendon. 49 metres out from their goal in that forward pocket position. And Michael O'Loughlin is being assisted from the field. That's bad news for the Swans. Here's the kick about to come. Far side of the field now. And this perhaps, let's look at the clock. 6 minutes 23 to go behind me as the kick is about to come on the far side of the field. Essendon, they lead by 63-57. At the moment there's 6 points in it and they're trying to make it 12 points. Essendon with the kick and goal.
Oh, this is an important one right here. Here comes the acute angle about 60 metres out. He's now up to the 50. He lets fly. How is it? It's a behind, I think.
I think you'll find at best it's a behind, and as a result, no, in fact, it's over the boundary line on the full, and so it's a free to the Sydney Swans, and now we'll see them bring the ball back from this goal, the Essendon goal, and it's gone back to Roos. As he threw the ball back to Roos, it hit one of the behind posts, and Roos has to come to the goal square to pick it up to bring the ball back into play. Now let's check that score again, 63-57, a goal the difference. Essendon over Sydney with inside 6 minutes to go. Tony Meghaey, he's down on the boundary line, he's there for Hardware House.
Both sides are absolutely out on their feet. They've got to find something, the Swans. Next 6-pointer wins for mine.
Okay then, let's see what happens. The Swans with the ball, a ball up again, just off centre wing position, down to that centre half forward position now as far as Essendon is concerned. Here it is again from the umpire, Mr. Sheen, Brian Sheen. He's about to bounce it. There it goes. It's coming up now, and the Swans desperate to get it, but it's then handballed away by the Essendon side. But there's a snap downfield. The ball's been lost. It's been half on it again. The Swans stacks on the mill, picked up by Essendon. They kick it away, and the mark is taken by Essendon just over the other side of the centre square, and about 25 metres in from the boundary line on the eastern side of the Sydney cricket ground.
And all of the luck at the moment's going the way of Essendon as they valiantly are trying to get back into this game. It's only one goal. Maybe we're going to have extra time, Ray, in our first Australian rules match. That would be sensational.
Alessio misses the mark. The Swans back in possession, 30 out from their own line. An ordinary hand pass, but Roos will pick it up and kick for the safety of the boundary line in front of the ladies' stand. It's around the half back flank of the Sydney Swans, and Essendon lead the Sydney Swans 9-9-63 to 8-9-57 inside the final 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. The Swans trail by a goal as the umpire, the boundary umpire, throws the ball in. Somerville tries to get his hand to it, can't do so. The Swans come up with possession through Maxfield, running across the centre of the field, kicks down for Lewis, over the head of Lewis, and the mark has been dropped there by the number 14 Kelly. It's picked up by Hurd from Essendon. He kicks long downfield. He's looking for the big man for Essendon, pushing away Somerville from his man Stafford. It bounces up nicely, knocks it down for Shea Cockatoo Collins. Can't get his hand to it, he spins over, and the ball goes over the boundary line in front of the Bradman stand inside the 50-metre area. The half-forward flank for Essendon. The Swans trail Essendon. Essendon lead by 6, 9-9 to 8-9.
And Paul Kelly desperately trying to muster one last effort to try and bridge that deficit of one goal. Isn't he a class act, James Hurd? Is Essendon a chance?
A chance, a snap kick for goal by Simons. The umpire, the goal ball umpire doesn't move. There's a further 6 points for Essendon. That makes it 12 points the difference, and we're inside the last 4 minutes of this final quarter, and so the Bombers now lead by 12. 10-9 to 8-9 on the Synovus Vitamin scoreboard.
Well, this is going to take something miraculous, Mark, and Essendon maybe decide to play North Melbourne in the grand final next Saturday afternoon. The Swans have got 4 minutes and 9 seconds to do something to get out of this, and possibly Essendon will be the first travelling side to win a semi-final this year.
The ball comes back for the centre bounce. The umpire now, the Swans, trying to be urged on by their crowd. This is perhaps where the home ground advantage can come in as Stafford wins the bounce, knocks it down there to Creswell. He gets a hurried kick in. Stafford can't knock it away. Essendon come up with possession through Mazzidi. He handballs back to Danaher, straight down the centre of the SCG. He strives a kick in. It bounces off the chest there of Simons. Back there to Danaher, runs into a Swan, throws the ball away, I thought. Comes back to Simons. Harvey, quick snap. It's downfield, over the head, off the hands of an Essendon player. Bounces back into the field of play. Goes towards the boundary line in front of the members' stand and crosses the boundary line in the back pocket of the Sydney Swans. But play on, no, the referee, the umpire says it didn't quite cross. The Swans in possession, trying to kick it out of their own defence, and taking the mark in the back pocket there is Paul Kelly looking for a runner. We're inside the last 3.5 minutes, and it's Essendon leading by 12. The kick goes to Maxfield. He's got a mile of room in front of him. He's over the centre of the SCG. He's now 60 out. He bounces again. He's 50 out. He kicks for goal. Dale Lewis is back there. Hurt there. Lewis takes the mark right in the goal square, right in front of the post, and this is a certain 6 points for the Swans. They trail by 12, and we've got 3 to go.
Oh, what great work there by Stuart Maxfield, and a beautiful take by Dale Lewis, but Maxfield, that was superb work.
Yeah, Paul Kelly saw Maxfield out there. Brilliant place, changed the direction of play, chased the ball. Maxfield, fantastic. Lewis ran from this pocket. Just fantastic. We really got a ball going.
And he kicks the goal, so now it's 6 points the difference. One straight kick with less than 3 minutes of play remaining on the Synovus Vitamin scoreboard. It's the Bombers 10-9 leading the Swans 9-9.
And they can still do it, Mark. There's still plenty of time. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. And the ball's coming up to the middle to go up again. The chant goes up. Sydney, Sydney, Sydney. They desperately want their side in the grand final.
10-9, 69 Essendon. Sydney 9-9, 63. A goal the difference. And the prize up for grabs at the SCG on this Saturday night in September is a grand final berth with North Melbourne. The bounce, it comes down, stacks on the mill again, just off the centre circle. And now the umpire moves in to adjudicate. And as a result, it will be a ball up, almost exactly where he just put it up previously, just outside the circle this time in the centre square. So here it is. Let's look for Stafford and Somerville. Up they go. Somerville, Stafford there. It goes to Somerville, in fact, but it came away with the Swans. Picked up now, and again it will be a ball up, and that's the way he calls it, the umpire, in jumper number 32, Darren Goldspink. And again we have our third consecutive ball up after the restart. Here's the ball, 2 minutes to go. 69-63, Essendon over Sydney. The ball's tapped down by Somerville. Kelly with a little snap. The ball's there bouncing across to the forward pocket. The Swans have it. They handball it. It comes back away. The Swans put it up to the 50 now. The snap taken to Lockett. He took the mark. He's about 35 metres out. A very acute angle to come from him. Can he do it? Now, the referee, the umpire has said play on. He's kicked the ball back in centre field, and to free, the mark has been taken by the Sydney Swans.
Darren Cresswell, a great take there. Lockett knew that the angle was acute, and Darren Cresswell's taken the ball right in front of the post, about 35 metres out. The clock has got 1 minute and 41 seconds to go, but Cresswell under enormous pressure from Gary O'Donnell, but Cresswell took a corker.
And now Cresswell's got cramp. He's with trainers. The umpire trying to signal whether he'll be taking the shot. He will. Let's set the scene. This will level things up at 69 apiece. 40 metres out, just a touch off centre. And Cresswell's the man that can level things up. Darren Cresswell. He's about to move into it now. The cramp's gone. He stutters into it. The right boot strikes it. It goes towards goal, and it's there! It's 69 all! Essendon and Sydney. It's 10-9-69. 10-9-69. Tony Meghaey. He's on the boundary line. He's there for Hardware House.
Oh, sensational. There's the kick of that young fella's life, but it wasn't on for Lockett. He knew it was too acute, and he banged it across to the man unmarked, and what a pressure goal.
Let's check the clock right now. 1 minute 28 to go. Craig Davis, what happens at full time if it's a draw?
Extra time.
Extra time. Okay then.
The Swans will score.
Let's see what happens. 69 apiece at the moment. The Swans, they win the ball. Kelly went up for the mark on the 50-metre line. It came loose. Essendon with it now. They handball it away. They tap it forward. It comes back away now. The ball is with Masiti, and it stacks on the mill again. It'll be a ball up on the edge of the centre square.
And you know what, the last time these two sides played here at the Sydney Cricket Ground, if my memory serves me correctly, it was a draw as well, Ray. So not a split here between Essendon and the Sydney Swans.
69 apiece at the moment, 53 seconds to go. The ball is now away with the Swans. It's on the edge of the centre square, centre wing position. The ball goes down to the 50-metre line. The Swans with it. It's picked up by Dunkley. Dunkley snaps downfield, and then the ball came back for the Swans. It's come loose, picked up by this genius Paul Kelly. It goes to O'Loughlin. He almost took the mark. Play on. The ball's back towards the Swans goal. On the ground it goes. Ball they call. No, says the umpire. And now it's been marked again by the Swans. Wade Chapman took the mark. 20 seconds to go, I'm told. 69 apiece. Oh, mark. Oh, hang on a sec. Lockett with the mark. He takes the mark now. Let me check the clock. 10 seconds to go. Lockett with a mark, and he's got the mark about 49 metres out. He'll be kicking from just outside the 50 to win the game. He's kicked one goal in the game.
And this will be the last kick of the game, Ray. This could be the last kick of the game. Time is up. Lockett can win this game for the Swans. They can go into the grand final with this kick.
A behind gives them victory. The siren has sounded. Here's Lockett now. A long kick, otherwise we go to extra time. 69 apiece. Essendon and the Swans. Lockett from 51 metres out. Will they go to the grand final? It's going towards goal. They're there. They're into the grand final. They've won the game, the Sydney Swans. They've won. They've won. Lockett has won the game with the last kick of the game. Lockett has won the game for them. The Sydney Swans have won. Tony Lockett has kicked a goal from 51 metres to put the Sydney Swans into the grand final. This is quite remarkable. It's unbelievable. Lockett, they've won the game.